Good morning. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is Thursday, May the 2nd. I totally need to go get these done or something. Sorry, because I know you've seen these in the last couple of videos. That's not why I jumped on here. I jumped on here because I have a telemarketer calling. I did a video the other day and it wouldn't upload it. It told me that I had to at least upload a video of 15 minutes before I could go back and improve that video. It did not make sense to me, so that's fine. I'm going to jump on here for about 10-15 minutes and then I'm going to go eat because I have to go get kids so I can go to work. It's supposed to be an easy night and I pray that it is an easy night. Okay, so long story short, I did a video a couple of weeks ago saying, and the title is Check Your Boobies. And I really do mean that. So, the other video, as soon as it gets to be able to upload, and I don't know why they would put that restriction, but, get with your friends, get with your wife, get with your spouse, get with your sister, whether or not you are female or male, remind people. Okay, you want to do your self-breast exams the same time every month. If you do it on the 1st, you do it on the 1st. You do it on the 5th, do it on the 5th. Do it on the 15th, do it on the 15th. You have a mammogram done once a year. Okay, and that is just a routine, regular mammogram, no big deal. You find something, go to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Your doctor will prescribe you, order you a diagnostic mammogram. And within your diagnostic mammogram, you will turn around and actually look for what you felt. Like if I felt a lump, then they do the diagnostic mammogram, they locate it, they may do an ultrasound. They do the ultrasound, then they may go, okay, well, we want to make sure what we found is this. So they're going to do a biopsy. I tested positive for the BRCA2 gene, the mutated gene, and I have the breast cancer gene, okay? Woo! If I won anything in my life, that is exactly what I won. I won the one thing I don't want. All right, so because I have that gene, they suggest that I have a routine mammogram and 6 months later have an MRI. Well, because of how I had it scheduled, because of how it happened, I ended up having my mammogram. I had a partial hysterectomy. Then I turned around and had the results of my breast cancer genetic testing come back and said, you're positive. So I went back for an MRI after that. Because I carry the gene, they say to have a routine mammogram, 6 months later have an MRI. Go back 6 months later. So I'm having my mammogram yearly and I'm having a MRI done yearly. Okay, well, what happened, and what brings me to the whole check your boobies video, and definitely down here, find it on the other videos. And I try to put dates so maybe I can write them in my calendar and remember, hey, back in this day, find this video. My mom found a lump, okay? We haven't had our mammograms done in almost 4 years. Close to 5, but we haven't been doing the whole I'm going to tell you what you need to do, but I'm not going to do it myself. Well, the reason I said go get it done is because we did, and I'm glad that we did. My mom found a lump. My mom turned around and found that lump on a Thursday. Our doctor's office is closed on Friday. Okay, so I wasn't told about this. She finds it on Thursday, and spring break is that following week. We turn around, I get a phone call from my brother. No, I got a call from my mom saying that my brother and my sister-in-law were at the hospital. They had just had a baby. We didn't know that she was pregnant, and she didn't know either. So I went down to see them. I came back with pictures of the baby, and my mom told me about her lump. She said, I need you to feel something. So she raises her breast up, and I feel the knot, and it literally feels like a golf ball. that type of, I mean, it's hard. So that was very concerning. I'm like, you're just now telling me about this. When did you find it? He said, I found it on Thursday. I was very mad at my mom for not sharing that information with me. And then I got to thinking, what in the hell was I going to do? Like, seriously, was I going to call the doctor on a Sunday or a Friday night, or call her at home and say, hey, here's what was going on? Moving my snacks, so maybe the glare isn't so bad. I was upset with my mom for a minute, and literally for a minute. And the more I stewed over that, I was like, what? I have no control over that. She found it. It was something that she had literally just found. She called her doctor Monday morning, and I think she got in on Tuesday, but she ended up getting a hold of our OBGYN. Her and my mom had the same uncle. So it was really easy for her to call and say, hey, this is what's going on. And the doctor made the referral to where she got her mammogram done. She's had them done there in the past. Our doctor, our PCP, gave all the information to where it needed to go. I am not going to name names here. She sent all the information to where it needed to be. And they called my mom and said, we want to wait. It's a Chinook. I'm a military brat, okay? There is a big bird up. So anyway, she sent the information to the place that she was going to have her mammogram done. And they called my mom and they said, hey, we want to wait for your old films. We want to have something to compare it to. Well, that's all fine and dandy if you're getting a yearly mammogram done. If you're having a diagnostic mammogram, there is no reason to have a film from years ago. So, I will continue this in a second. Here comes my mom. Okay, so I had to have a talk with my mom. I know it was a paused video, and I know it was paused, but that was like a 10-minute conversation with my mom. Okay, so I have no clue where I was other than the OB had already called the place she had her mammogram done. Okay, so they called my mom, and they got her in fairly quickly. We went in on a Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Anyway, they did my mom's, yes, it was a Wednesday. They did my mom's mammogram, and they found something on the mammogram, which we assumed would be what my mom found. And it showed to be the same spot. So basically, they found on the mammogram what we thought they were going to find on the mammogram. So they sent her over to have an ultrasound done, and they do the ultrasound, and the ultrasound shows this thing on the screen. It was huge, but obviously it wasn't that. It looked this big. It literally looked this big on the screen. But I had my finger up next to it, and it was pretty massive. But in actuality, the ultrasound kind of blew it up. Because they did zoom in on it so we could see the picture. Anyway, they wanted to do a biopsy, and they did not have the staff to do it that day. So instead of doing it that day, we had to go back that next morning. And we went back up to the city. We had the biopsy done. It was on a Thursday, and our doctor's office is closed on Friday. So we have the biopsy done on Thursday. Doctor's offices are closed on Fridays. Then we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we have a doctor's appointment with the OB on Tuesday. Follow up the biopsy. So I scheduled my mammogram for Tuesday, April 2nd. We found out April 2nd that my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Her biopsy came back that it was a malignant tumor. We got some information, and reading over her chart, I knew what it was, and I, for the most part, knew exactly what the oncologist was going to say. So we made an appointment for an MRI, got the MRI done, stopped by to see a doctor at a cancer center somewhere in the state of Oklahoma that I am not going to name. I wasn't enthused with them. I wasn't pleased with their bedside manner. The doctor basically barked orders at my mom and told her this is what she was going to do, and she didn't have a choice in the matter. This video is the same thing that is in the other video that wouldn't upload. Women, you have a choice. I have a choice on what I want to do. Diagnosed BRCA positive. Okay, it means I carry the breast cancer gene. I can have a double mastectomy. I can have a hysterectomy. I can have any part that I want taken out at any time, because this is the United States and I have a choice. My mom has a choice. My mom still has well, minus her gallbladder and a couple other things, but my mom still has all of her parts. If she does not want to have anything done, she doesn't have to have anything done. And I'm sitting here saying she doesn't have to abide by your rules. She doesn't. She doesn't have to do shit. She doesn't have to do chemo if she doesn't want to do chemo. She doesn't have to have a mastectomy unless she wants to have one, which she does. So with that, find somebody else. And we did. We found another doctor. And we went in and we discussed with this doctor the fact that she does not want to do chemo. We want to treat this particular cancer with RSO oil. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, hang up the phone now. Medical marijuana. It is in the shape of an oil. Okay? It's in the form of an oil, not shape. Oil is whatever. We sent off for a card. We got the application. We got it turned in. So we should be hearing back hopefully any day now. I have faith that it'll happen. I have faith that God decided to wake us up for a specific reason, and why I have no clue. So she has a surgeon. She loves the surgeon. It's just trying to find the oncologist that'll work with the surgeon. The first place that we went, the cancer center that we went to, will not work with the surgeon. They use their own. They also informed my mother that the surgeon would put the port in for chemo. She said if I did chemo, I would probably want to do it before surgery. Okay. I recorded this conversation. I would probably prefer to do chemo prior to surgery. Chemo before surgery, they're wanting to shrink the tumor, which would be fine if she was having a lumpectomy. She's having a bilateral mastectomy. She is going to have it cut off, not out, cut off. OFF, off. Why are we doing chemo? Another video for another time. Triple negative breast cancer is one of the most aggressive forms of breast cancer there is, because at any time that cancer can break off and go to any other part. Most of the time it comes back as brain or bone cancer, but it could go to the lungs. It could go to anything. Okay. When you're triple negative, you cannot be treated with hormones, because you have a hormone negative receptor, HER2 protein, estrogen negative, and progesterone negative. I think that's right. All three are negative, so you cannot be treated with a hormone therapy. She has lupus. I have lupus. We don't qualify for radiation therapy, radiotherapy, RT. We don't qualify. So her only option, as far as treatments with the modern medicine, is to have chemo, and she doesn't want it. So I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush with an oncologist that prefers for her to do that. This is what you're going to do. No, she has options, and I will fight till the death of me and anybody else to get what she wants. So that's where we're at, trying to find an oncologist who completely agrees with her. We did find one we like, but we're still shopping. That's the words I look. We're shopping for an oncologist. So we met one and we really like him, but we have got another appointment with another one on the 8th. So wish us luck. I'm going to hop off of here. We're 15.5 minutes. I love you guys. God bless. Have an enjoyable day. Be safe.